Year 6 is now halfway over, and we are 5-1 in the first half of the season, and we have our highest ever ranking in the entire dynasty at number 8 in the country. We are 5-1. We've taken down teams like Syracuse and Georgia and Arkansas, all three of whom were ranked going into those matchups. But now we have the 6-1 Alabama Crimson Tide, another SEC opponent. They're 6-1. Unranked, but also undefeated so far in the conference, just like Arkansas a couple weeks ago. And just like Georgia, Alabama has one of the best rosters in college football, and they have the best quarterback we have ever had to face in Rayshawn Higgins, who is a 96 overall improviser. He's got a full set of physical abilities. He's got 88 speed. Really agile, really good short accuracy, just a great quarterback in really every single area. So it's going to be hard to contain a player like him. He can run, he can pass, he can hit guys at all three levels of the field. And he's got some good playmakers around him with Connor Parrish and Gage Bosch as their running back duo. At receiver, they've got 3 key weapons with Dakota Exum and Scott Silvestro and Pat Carlisle. All 3 players have high acceleration, very high speed. It's going to be a really, really tough matchup for both our offense and our defense. They got a couple of nice tight ends. Their offensive line is really good across the board. Not quite as good as Georgia or Arkansas's, but still a really good offensive line. And this defense is a 91 overall. They've got some solid edge rushers. They've got a couple of really good defensive tackles that can both rush the passer and stop the run. And it's just a really good overall team. There's no one weak area on either side of the football. So if we're going to win, it's probably going to be a low-scoring game. And we're going to have to play our best, take care of the football, and hopefully, again, play some really stout defense. Alabama is also getting votes, so if they win this game, then they will probably, most likely, reach the top 25 for the first time this year. It's been a couple of years since they have gotten off to this good of a start. They're 6-1 coming in, have yet to lose in conference, so it's a big game for both teams. We're trying to make a statement here and show why we deserve to be a college football playoff team, and they're trying to get ranked for the first time in a couple of seasons. And so, kickoff is officially underway here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And we're going to see the offense first, starting from the 21-yard line. I made one slight change to our defensive playbook to remove any cover 2 invert calls, because that leaves one safety completely out of position. But here we go. Stadium Pulse. Toughness rank at 6, so it's going to be a really, really tough game if things don't go our way early on. We're off to a good start as that pass is complete for a gain of 14-15 yards. Quick throw over the middle, and it's Reggie Reese with the 5-yard catch. So 2 throws to open things up against a defense that has about 6 starting impact players. Another pass, it's complete, and Hasty has first down yardage. 1st and 10, 4-man rush. Pressure's picked up well, and Enrique Cherador is near the first down marker. We are airing it out early on, trying to establish the pass attack. 2nd and short, we're going to hand it off, and this run is completely bottled up, and we lose 3.5 on Newcomb's first carry. That makes it 3rd down. Breda, under duress, has a man open. It's Eric Jordan inside the 30-yard line. It's been a quick moving drive so far. Another pass caught. It's again Reggie Reese with his 2nd completion. Quick throw again. Inside the 15. That's Cal Harper with the first down. It's already, I think, 4 different players getting a touch through the air. Now a handoff, and Newcomb breaks a tackle and gets to the 4-yard line. A nice 7-yard gain Sets up 2nd and 3. Inside the 1, brings up another first down. Breda just shuffles it away as he was about to take a sack there. Another 3rd down. Single high safety in the end zone for the Crimson Tide. Breda steps up and fires a strike. What an opening drive by the Bobcats. Reggie Reese hauls it in. Little Heisman pose and an opening drive touchdown for the Bobcats. And the passing game looks really good on the opening drive. We just tore them apart, had 5 different players touch the ball. And the PAT will cap off a 7-0 start to this one. So an 11-play, 81-yard, 5-minute drive to start the game here on the road. How about that for the offense? What a way to make it feel good about this game early on. But now it's up to our defense. Can we slow down Rayshon Higgins? He's going down here on 2nd down. That's a loss of 5. That was Maloney on the sack. Now Higgins has time to throw. He's going to launch it down the field. And he's got a man open. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No. Do you see the speed these guys have? Do you see the deep accuracy that Higgins can throw down the field with? Scott Silvestro, their speediest wide receiver. And it's just kind of lazy coverage down the field by Chuck Carter, who's given up a couple of those big plays this season. And on 3rd and long, we have seen this before. Alabama goes deep down the field and ties the game. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Offense takes over. Tied again. This pass is complete to Harper. Mulligan checks in. He gets the handoff, and he gets enough to convert. Little touch pass here. And now cutting outside. Decent run there by Myslinski. That brings up 2nd and 7. Offense comes out 5 wide. The idea of taking away cover 2 invert was to get rid of allowing those big plays defensively. But clearly that did not really work out on that last defensive play. 3rd and 4. Breda just takes the sack. Crimson Tide have really good starting field position from the 41, and they get off to a good start with the Connor Parrish run. He gains 9. Now Alabama has it just encroaching in Houma territory. And they'll flip this one. It's going to be a first down inside the 40. First down. They'll give it to Parrish. Another hole opens up, and he's got 9 on each of his first 2 carries. Higgins over the middle. Throws a pick. Esteban Rizzo right there in coverage. It had the ball thrown right to him. A big defensive play, which we needed here early on after that last drive. And Rizzo is the guy to make the play. Higgins just not even under pressure, just kind of just threw a bad ball here to a guy that was completely blanketed. Houma offense gets it back at the 17, starting with the handoff to Myslinski, but a flag comes in. And why these last 2 weeks have we seen way more holding penalties than we have in any of the previous years combined pretty much. We had like 3 holding calls last week. Already got 1 here in the first quarter. Breda throws a strike and a diving catch is made by Hasty. That'll get us to the 23. And that will be the final play of the opening quarter. Tied at 7. Houma with it, trying to drive down the field. 2nd down and 5. Pressure's picked up and the pass is caught. by Enrique Cherador. A lot of snaps early on for all three running backs. We've seen Myslinski and Mulligan both check in for a couple of plays. Mulligan stays out there on 2nd and 9. The pass block. Breda throws it, and it's caught. Reggie Reese again, and we're into plus territory. Now a delayed give, and Mulligan takes the edge, gains 5. Empty backfield for Breda. He's got time to throw, has a man open. Eric Jordan surging ahead inside the red zone. From the 18, we fake it to Myslinski and throw a strike to Jordan, but another flag comes in. And it's going to be against the defense this time for roughing the passer. That'll get us halfway to the goal line, it looks like. And it's going to be 1st and goal at the 5. We go with the wide set. It's going to be a handoff here to Mulligan, and he will get us to the 3. We're going to run this ball again here based on this formation, and Mulligan dives his way in for a touchdown. Another really good looking drive, both on the ground and through the air. And so far, it's the passing game that really is letting this offense drive down the field. The run game has been solid so far, but the pass attack has been nearly unbeatable. The Tide start at the 34 with a throw to, I believe that's Silvestro. They'll hand it off, and Parrish has a wide open gap to hit. 3 carries, 32 yards. This offensive line is doing a great job just completely opening things up the middle. Higgins with time to throw, and it's caught in a tight window. Alabama up to our 23. Now they fake it. Higgins throws his second pick. It's Chuck Carter, and he has a chance to return this up to the 44. And Higgins brings him down. So Chuck Carter often allows those big plays downfield, but he also comes through with picks in those very same games. It's at least the 3rd time this year where he has allowed a massive touchdown and then later on to come through with a pick of his own. So that's now back-to-back picks off of Rayshon Higgins for this defense, and a chance to increase the lead now for the offense. Greatest pass caught. It's Eric Jordan off to a flying start. 83 yards on 5 receptions so far. Very involved. Now Newcomb gets the handoff. He's been held in check so far, has barely gotten the ball. It's been a mix of Myslinski, Mulligan, and Newcomb so far. And a lot of passing early on. We're going to keep with it here as the pass is floated, but it's knocked away from Reggie Reese. And now it's 3rd down. We are just outside of field goal range, I think. Need probably 5 more to get within it. Breda completes it. It's going to be a 1st down. That's Angelo Cook with that reception. Now we fake it. A flag comes, then it's going to be against the offensive line probably. And this one's going backwards. So we are now back outside of field goal range, and that makes it like 5 holding penalties in the last 2 weeks combined. And already 2 in this first half, so for some reason, penalties coming about a lot more. Not really sure why. But 2nd down, Breda throws a cross body for a 1st down. Jordan inside the 10, already has over 100 yards. Breda is looking really, really good here. And he will throw it again, or take off. He's got room to run, and he's in for our 3rd touchdown. Stephen Breda salutes the Tuscaloosa crowd. And the Bobcats take a 2-score lead for the first time this week. So a couple mistakes by their quarterback, who is the best quarterback that we have ever faced in this series, and they're going to answer right back. It's another big play. It's Silvestro again. This might be the same play call. I've got to see what play we called here, because this play call that we are making here on some of these first downs is why we have allowed big touchdowns just like this. And I got to take it out of our playbook. It's again Chuck Carter who seems to be in coverage. Perhaps it was J.C. Pilgrim's man. But either way, another big Bama score. It was cover 4 palms that we called, so keep that in mind. Cover 4 palms. I am really going to have to take away cover 4 palms from our playbook for the most part, because right now it's big plays that have kept Bama in this game, as that pass is knocked away from Roland Hasty, trying to go with one of our own there. But we have had 3 clinical drives. Bama has had 2 big plays. That's been the difference! And now it's going to be a pick 6! No! We've completely thrown the lead away. We've seen Breda make throws like this a couple times this year, and it's really cost us in tight games. And we know that tight games, besides last week, don't usually go our way. Just pressure on him. He just tries to dump it off to Hasty, who was supposed to be the target there on the screen. And Bo Rigder makes the play. So that is just very disappointing. We were up 21-7, and then within really 3 plays, we give up the lead, and now we're tied at 21 with the ball. That handoff to Newcomb brings up 3rd and 2, but Newcomb's only had, I think, 3 or 4 carries. Might want to try to run the ball a bit more here, even though the passing game has been really good, despite the pick 6. That's a first down to Jordan. First down and 10. Breda's got time to throw, and Newcomb turns upfield, gets out of bounds at the 50. Now we'll hand it off, but Newcomb is absolutely stopped. 5 carries, 9 yards. Maybe that's why we're not going to try to run the ball that much here in this game. It's been heavy emphasis on the pass attack. Breda rifles into a wide open Reggie Reese. Right up the hash marks. Touchdown, Houma. What a play. We finally get a big one of our own. And we respond to the pick 6 with a huge downfield strike. 50 yards for a touchdown to a tight end that had about 10 yards of separation. What happened there? Make it 5 yards, but still just way upfield. 2-minute drill now for the Crimson Tide. Trailing once again. The pass is caught for a first down, and they burn their first timeouts. They got 1:19 to go, about 71 more yards, and tie things up. And Higgins is going down. Dorian Combs picks up his first sack. We've got 2 now in the first half to their 1. It's only a loss of 2, though. And the pocket once again collapses. Dominic Maloney with his second sack. It's 3rd down. They will just hand this off, and Parrish has nowhere to go. We've got about a minute to get within field goal range and add to our lead. Breda floats it to Jordan, who takes a huge hit, but hangs on to the football. Breda with over 300 passing yards in the first half. Absolutely insane. And he's going to add to it. Reggie Reese makes the catch. They just cannot stop us, but we are letting the clock tick away here. What are we doing? You got to complete this and call timeouts. That's going to be caught out of bounds. Field goal team comes out to make it a 10-point game. It's Avery Priest about 49 yards away. He got it right through the uprights. And Houma, despite blowing an early lead, still up by 10 now with halftime on the way. We head to halftime here in Tuscaloosa. What a game it's been so far. It's 31-21. That's a final game score. But we still have 2 more quarters left to go. And Breda has already thrown the ball 31 times. Has only had 4 incompletions. Has 3 total touchdowns. Over 300 passing yards. The passing game has been electric. And despite a couple hiccups on defense, plus the pick 6 offensively, we still lead by 10, and we've looked really good. This is exactly how you have to play against teams like Alabama. But they will start with the football, once again trailing by 2 scores. They start through the air with the completion. That's a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6, and Higgins throws a strike for a first. Higgins. Quick throw, it's caught by Scott Silvestro. 4 catches, 176 yards, and 2 touchdowns so far. It's a crazy stat line. We have seen this in games before. That run is stuffed. Parrish sets up 3rd and 2. A chance to get off the field here. But the pass is complete. Alabama seems to prefer a more fast-paced offense here. They like to get to the line of scrimmage very quickly after a play is called. 2nd down, Higgins with a quick strike. It's going to be another completion as he fumbles the ball out of bounds, but it's still going to be a 1st down plus Crimson Tide ball. And they are within field goal range probably from here. They come out empty. 1st and 10. Immediate pressure brought in by Jaquez Michel. A clear path right to Higgins. That's our 4th sack. It's a loss of 8. Back to their 44. 5-man rush picked up, and Silvestro gets them 15 yards closer to their 1st down marker. Makes 3rd down a lot easier here. They will throw it, and it's caught inside the red zone. Higgins hands it off. Parrish hit down after only a 1-yard run. Another delayed give. No, it's a keeper, and Higgins is shoved forward. Got about 6 yards out of that one. That's the first option they've called all day long. Brings up 3rd down. Parrish will surge forward and get just enough to convert. Goal to go. Crimson Tide. Parrish hits the gap and is met at the 2. 9 carries, 50 yards so far for Connor Parrish. Now it's a speed option, and they're going backwards. Loss of 4. 3rd down. Defense trying to get off the field. It's the 4th 3rd down play of the drive. Higgins is gonna get to the 4, but is obviously shy of the goal line. And they will come out with the field goal units to make it a 1-score game. Straightaway chip shots through the uprights. Lead cut to 7. After a lengthy opening drive to open the 3rd quarter by the Crimson Tide, Houma takes over at the 19-yard line, and we will lose 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Run game has been quiet as the game has gone on. Crossbody throw. What a completion there by Breda. That was hauled in by one of our freshman wideouts, who I'm forgetting the name of currently, but a good catch. Now 3rd and 2, and it's caught by Harper for a first. 1st down and 10. They bring a blitz, and Breda never had a chance. A loss of 8. We come out in the pistol on 2nd down and just hand this off to Newcomb, who gets us 5 yards closer. But it's still 3rd and long. We need the 46-yard line to convert here. Breda fires, and it's broken up. 2:11 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bama takes over, a chance to tie things up now. Higgins swings it out. It's going to be a loss of 1. Can our defense make a play here and force a turnover or just get off the field? It's another loss of 1 on that screen. And it's 3rd down and 12. Your best chance of the game really to force a punt. Higgins has time, breaks a tackle. Somebody step up. Where's our defense? Come on, man. Of course he breaks that sack. The drive stays alive, and the Crimson Tide now have it in Houma territory. Here's Parrish with 4. 2nd down. Parrish running a left. Gains 2. That will end the 3rd quarter. A very quick one. Alabama looking to tie things up here on this possession. We have only had a single drive so far this half. This is just their 2nd, and it's going to keep on going here as Silvestro eclipses 200 yards receiving. He has absolutely torn us apart. 1st and 10. Parrish sweeps right. Has the edge, and nobody will touch him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that will tie things up at 31. Defense having their worst game of the season so far. Can the offense put us back in front? Breda fires it to Hasty for a first. Newcomb in the game, gets the handoff, but still just cannot get beyond the first couple yards from the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 7 now. They bring 4. Breda's got time to throw, and it's caught a yard short of the sticks. A really crucial 3rd down. I mean, every play the rest of the way is going to matter a lot, but this play could have big implications on the rest of this contest. But the drive will continue. Eric Jordan having a monster game. Perhaps his best of his freshman season. 10 catches, a $135. Newcomb finally bursting through a hole. Picks up 9.5. And now it's 2nd and short. Power package comes out. Newcomb the tailback. It's going to be him, and he will get enough. And now he's hurt, of course. From the 42, we fake it. Breda, you gotta throw the ball away. You just gotta throw it away at some point. Like I said last episode, every time we call play action, it's either a big play, forwards or backwards. It's never anything in between. It's never a throwaway, never incomplete. It's always a big 20-plus yard gain or a loss of 8 or 10. This time, it's a loss of 10. You just gotta throw the ball, man. If you see pressure, just get rid of it. 2nd down and 20. Just a crucial sack to take. But now he throws a strike and it's knocked away. Almost had that one. 3rd and 20. Bama showing blitz. They back off. Pressure's picked up. Breda fires. It's broken up. Jordan couldn't hang on. That was a great throw. I do not have a good feeling about this one. 7.5 left to go. Higgins wants to keep it and picks up 4 off the read option. But 2 drives and no points by the offense. Scoreless since halftime. Now an awkward play, and it's going to be a 1st down. Our defense has to get a stop here. Higgins dumps it off, gains 3. Now they'll give it to Parrish, spins away, but has nowhere to go. 3rd down. We have been pretty bad on 3rd down so far, but you gotta get off the field at some points. Higgins, quick throw, it's complete. Just at the line to gain. And on every 3rd down so far, they seem to have our number. We just cannot force a punt this game. It's only a pick or a drive that goes the entire distance for the Crimson Tide. Nothing really in between. Second and short now. They'll give it to Parrish, and he hits the edge and converts. I mean, really, they could just milk the rest of the clock if they get in field goal range, because they've already taken over 4 minutes off the clock on this drive, and they have yet to even reach the 50. They're just milking the clock as best they can. Higgins completes it. Oh, we had pressure, but it couldn't get there in time. The pass coverage has been really bad for the most part by this defense this game. 1st and 10. Parrish gains only 1 or 2. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. We're going to have to start using our timeouts here. But you also got to force a 4th down. And we still can't do that. 1st and 10. Now they're in field goal range and they can just milk this clock. But they come out showing pass. They're giving us a chance to make a play. Higgins fires wide open, and they're at the 1. And they're about to beat us. Somebody calls timeout here. It's probably us. And we'll try and save for like a minute and change to walk down the field and score. We will allow the touchdown. Well, they have outscored us 17-0 in this second half. And our offense will have one final chance to force overtime. That was a 13-play, 92-yard, 6-minute drive. We have 90 seconds to tie the game at 38. We're off to a good start. Eric Jordan gets out of bounds and saves us from using a timeout. But now trailing for the first time all game long. Can the offense put their first points on the board of the half? That's broken up for Reggie Reese. It's only our 3rd drive this half. They have been in complete control of possession. They've taken a lot of time off the clock. That is a nice catch made by Roland Hasty. Rated now over 400 passing yards. We're up to the 47-yard line. We hand it off. Newcomb does not get a lot. Why are we running the ball at all this drive? I really don't know. I can't explain it. That makes no sense. It's just a waste of time. Now under a minute left to go and 1 timeout left to use. A first down will stop the clock for some time. And we're gonna have to use our final timeout right here. 2 plays to get a first down. We'll probably have like 6 or 7 to find the end zone. Breda completes. Jordan gets out of bounds. And the clock will stop. Now we're at the 36-yard line. Again, 47 seconds left to go. Breda has time, completes it to Hasty inside the 20. You gotta go fast here. The clock's gonna stop for a couple of seconds. Now just under 40 left to go. We spike it at the 16. We have a real chance here to force overtime. 2nd and 10 now. Just 16 yards away. Breda, you gotta get rid of the ball. He does, just in time. Only 4 seconds come off the clock there, but now you got 2 tries to get a first down or a touchdown. Breda fires. It's intercepted. No! And Alabama is going to walk out of here with a win in Tuscaloosa. You saw a couple of cracks showing there in the first half on both sides. And we get 0 points on the board in the second half. We get outscored 17-0 after leading by 10 at the break. And Alabama is going to walk out of here still undefeated in conference play. And we're going to drop out of the top 10 and pick up our 2nd loss this year, our 2nd in the conference as well. That is as disappointing as it gets. It is hard to put into words how soul-crushing a loss like this is. Both offenses had a lot of yards, a lot of first downs, but we could not run the ball. You passed it very well, but they passed it better. And look at their third downs. 7 for 9. 7 for 9. Both teams had 2 turnovers. We had one leading to a pick 6. That was obviously pretty costly. And we blew multiple 2-score leads in this game. Multiple. A scoreless second half. Only had 3 drives. Higgins completes every single pass. No pass of his hit the turf. It was either a completion or a pick. 92% completion percentage, 14.8 average yards per attempt. 4.4 on average on the ground for Parrish, 2 touchdowns. Silvestro, 205 yards and 2 touchdowns, completely destroyed us. We might have to take Chuck Carter out of the top 3 corners because he does tend to allow those big plays. Will take out cover 4 palms. It seems to be a problem for us to play. But this was the first game of the entire year where I felt like our run game and our playbook kind of went back to what we were running before the playbook adjustments in the first half of last year, where we are passing the ball the entire time, barely trying to run it, and we couldn't run the ball when we did try to run it. So that was a big problem, a big obstacle for us this game. We could not overcome it. And after a great first half, the offense just could not put together consistent drives in the second half. And that was why we lost. The defense was bad all game long. And I'm just not really sure how to explain how bad of a loss this actually is, because even though it's a great team that we're playing, you led by 2 scores twice and you blew the lead extremely quickly both times. That is concerning. And now we've lost by only 1 score in both of our losses, but they're both in conference and they're both very disappointing ways to lose. And that loss, by the way, drops us from 8 all the way to 16. That is the biggest drop for any team this week, except for Tennessee and Oregon State, both of them dropped from 5 and 6 to 19 and 20 respectively. And I guess Kentucky dropped 10 spots as well. So if you lose, you are dropping about 10 spots, which is pretty brutal. But Alabama's now ranked. I think that's very deserved. They are, of course, 7 and 1. And I mean, I thought, played well for most of that game, but it was a very kind of back and forth, inconsistent day for both sides. So it's hard to really, to say that our offense or defense played better than the other, because both were bad or good at any one point in the game. So I'm not going to really blame either side for the loss there, but not scoring points at all in the second half is definitely cause for concern. But they're 23. We are now number 16. And they are first in the SEC. We dropped to, I want to say, 4th or 5th with the loss. Number 7, actually, behind teams like Florida, Ole Miss, Kentucky, LSU, and 2 teams we've already lost against, in Bama and Auburn. We do miss out in recruiting on Matthias Rawls, one of the top 4-star left ends, who ends up committing to Tulane. As we expected, we'll obviously take him off our board. We are still looking good for a couple other players, but Tulane over us for Tavares Siegler so far, and Monty Caver still waiting for his visit here in a couple of weeks. I want to use the rest of our points to scout the potential third quarterback, because we already brought in TJ Fuji, who's obviously a really good overall player. Has great speed, has good throw power and accuracies. We are probably going to be getting Jaden Carter as well, who's got some solid throw power and speed too. Good break sack. But we have a couple more options here in 4-star prospects. We got a couple scramblers plus a field general who I'm kind of intrigued by because we haven't used a field general for a couple of seasons now. And maybe this is a better fit to the offense. Who really knows? He's got 93 throw power, good accuracies. He's solid against pressure, has solid speed to it, so he can escape the pocket if he needs to. But just not as big of a playmaker as some other players look like. Not a gem. Jake Griffin, a scrambler. He's a bust of a player, but still probably a solid prospect. But has worse throw power and pretty much the same speed as Duggar has. Then we'll look at Cortez Liggins. 92 throw power, really good short and medium accuracies, good speed. I think he's the best of the three based on attributes alone. Has offers from Virginia and I think that's Eastern Carolina. So we'll offer a scholarship to him. Again, 3 quarterbacks is the need for us this year. So we'll try and bring in 3. Before I forget, gonna go through and take off cover 2 or cover 4 palms from our playbook. And we'll just choose not to use it at all. And hopefully other plays will make it better for us and less of these big plays will be being allowed. I think I'll keep cover 4 quarters for now. But I will try and keep tabs like I did here in this game on those plays that we allowed that were big plays. So we'll keep cover 4 quarters, but cover 4 palms in every area I want to take off. I'll keep cover 4 drop as well, but palms is the big takeaway across the board. But that will be it for this episode, folks. Another tough loss to take. We drop 8 spots back to 16 where we started the year again. So we have been ranked 16 now 3 different times this season. And the conference keeps getting better. Plenty of ranked teams in the conference this year. Alabama, of course, trying to climb the rankings. We have a big game next time against Texas, who is also usually pretty good. They're only 4-3 this year, but I'm not going to count anybody out after the Auburn and Bama games. So, tough losses, but I think they're still resume building losses. But if we lose one more, you probably are out of the CFP odds unless we come out on top of the conference standings by year's end. And we still have to finish top 2 to make the SEC championship game. So we have to play perfect conference football the rest of the season pretty much if we want a chance to make the conference title game. So a lot on the line these next couple of games. Week 9 coming away next time out against Texas. I'll see y'all there. Please like the video, please subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care, have a great day.